Hello coders, I welcome you all. So in this video, we are going to create web app for EDA, exploratory data analysis using Streamlit and Python. So here you can see website of Streamlit, streamlit.io. So let's check documentation of this Streamlit. So as you can see over here, Streamlit is an open source Python library that makes it easy to create and share beautiful custom web apps for machine learning and data science. In just a few minutes, you can build and deploy powerful data apps. So for that, first we require to install any version of Python from Python 3.6 to Python 3.8. So as you can see to our left side, we will write our code in Spider. And for output that you can see to our right side, we will use Google Chrome. So when we install Anaconda, Spider comes by default. And we are using this Anaconda's Spider because all the libraries for machine learning and data science are pre-installed in this Anaconda. So you can launch your Spider from here. Just click on this launch button. It will launch this Spider for you. As you can see over here, we are using Anaconda's Spider. So all the libraries for machine learning and data science are pre-installed. So just we have to install Streamlit. So that we are going to install from Anaconda prompt that you can see over here. In Windows, search for Anaconda prompt and open it. Then we have to write pip install Streamlit and press enter. As you can see over here, now Streamlit is successfully installed. Also we can check demo app of Streamlit. So for that we have to write Streamlit space hello. So it will open sample app in your default browser. As you can see over here, demo app is open over here that you can check over here. So let me reload this page. As you can see over here, different demo apps are given. So let me click on data frame demo that you can see over here. So now we can say that our Streamlit is successfully installed. So now let's code our EDA app. So let's first import required libraries. First, Streamlit as st. So to load our dataset, we have to use Pandas as PD. So for data visualization, let me import seaborn as SNS. So let's save our code. So let's first add title and subheader to our web app using st.title method of Streamlit and data analysis. You can write any title. So let me save this code and let's run our app. So as you can see over here, our demo app is running. So let me press Ctrl C to stop this. Now let's run our app. So for that we have to write Streamlit space run and our app name. So let me press enter to execute this command. As you can see over here, now our created app is running. As you can see over here, now it is showing our title that you can see over here. So this way we can display title to our web app. So now let's add subheader to our web app. So data analysis using Python and Streamlit. So let me save our code by pressing Ctrl S. So now here you can see it is showing always rerun, and when we add something, it is showing source file changed. So now let me press rerun to rerun our app. As you can see over here, our subheader is successfully added to our web app. So this way we can add title and subheader to our web app that you can see over here. Now, so let's write code so user can upload any dataset. So for that, let me create one variable with name upload st.file_uploader. And here you can pass any message. Upload your data set in CSV format. This file_uploader method of Streamlit, by that user can upload the dataset. So now let's rerun our app. As you can see over here, upload your dataset message that we have passed over here. As you can see over here, this is created by this file_uploader method of Streamlit. So when we press browse files, user can upload any dataset. So now let's check whether dataset is uploaded or not using if upload is not none. Then let's read using read underscore CSV this uploaded file. So this read underscore CSV convert uploaded file into data frame. So we can perform data analytics on this uploaded file. So now let's save this code and let's rerun. So from here user can upload any dataset. So now let's write the code so user can preview uploaded dataset. So let me write if st.checkbox. Here we can write any message like preview data set. So when this checkbox is checked, we want two button. So if st.button and button name is head. So now if this checkbox is checked, it will show this button with name head. So if button is pressed by the user, we want to show first 5 rows of the dataset using data.head method of Pandas data frame. So if st.button, our second button with name tail is pressed, we want to show last 5 rows of our dataset using data.tail method of Pandas data frame. So let's save our code and let's rerun our app. Please remember, still we have not uploaded any dataset. So let me check this checkbox, preview dataset. Now, as you can see, now it is showing two buttons with name head and tail. So let me press head. Please remember, still we have not uploaded any dataset. As you can see over here, name error is generated because dataset is not present. So please remember, for every operation, we have to check for this, whether dataset is uploaded by the user or not. And let's select this code and press tab to remove indentation error. So now let's save our code and rerun our app. As you can see over here, so now it is not showing this checkbox widget because of this line and because still dataset is not uploaded. So now let's upload one dataset. As you can see, now it is showing this checkbox preview dataset. So let's click on this. Now let's press head. As you can see over here, now it is showing first 5 rows of our dataset. Now let's press tail button. As you can see over here, now it is showing last 5 rows of the dataset. So this way we can allow user to preview the dataset that you can see over here. So please do not forget to write this statement to check whether dataset is uploaded or not. Then here is checkbox. When checkbox is checked, then only it will show these two buttons with name head and tail. So now next question. So in this question, we want user can check data type of each column. So first, let's copy this statement to check whether dataset is uploaded by the user or not. Then, and let's use checkbox. So if st.checkbox data type of each column. So if checkbox is checked, so if file is uploaded, then only it will show this checkbox. If this checkbox is checked, let's show text to the user. Data types and st.write data.dtypes attribute of Pandas data frames. So let's save our code. So let's reload our app. As you can see over here, data set is not uploaded. So it can't show any widgets to the user. So let's upload dataset once again. As you can see over here, now it is showing different widgets to the user. So user can preview the dataset by pressing head or tail method. And also user can check data types of each column that you can see over here using this. So now next, we want user can see the shape of the uploaded dataset, means number of rows and number of columns. So for every operation, first we have to write this statement, whether dataset is uploaded or not. So let's create one variable data underscore shape equal to, I am going to create radio button using st.radio method of Streamlit. Let's write one message. What dimension do you want to check, comma, rows or columns. So this statement creates two radio button with name rows and columns. So if data shape equal to rows, then so let's show one text message to the user, number of rows, and st.write data.shape index 0, because shape is not a method, it is an attribute of Pandas data frame. So data.shape will generate the tuple having two values at index 0 and index 1. At index 0 it shows the number of rows, and at index 1 it shows number of columns. So let's save our code and rerun our app. As you can see over here, now it is showing number of rows available in our dataset. So to save recording time, let's copy this code and paste it over here. So in place of these rows, we have to write columns, this one, and at index 1. So let's save our code and rerun our app. As you can see over here, so let's change the number of columns. Let's save our app and rerun our app. As you can see over here, now user can see number of rows and number of columns available in our dataset. So this way we have to write the code so user can check the shape of uploaded dataset, means number of rows and number of columns. So now next, here we want user can check whether null values are present in the dataset or not. So for that, as usual, we have to check first whether dataset is uploaded or not. So now let's first check null values are present or not using data.isNull method of Pandas data frame .values attribute .any method. So this statement will return true or false. If null value is present, this variable contains true. If null value is not present, this test contains false. So let's check if test is equal to true, means there are some null values present in our dataset. So now if null values, then let's create checkbox. So here you can write any message, null values in the data set. So if this checkbox is checked, let's show heat map to the user using sns.heatmap data.isNull method of Pandas data frame. To display this heat map to our web app, here we have to write st.pyplot. So let's save our code. So let's reload our app. So let's upload another dataset, Titanic dataset. So from here we can preview our dataset. So top 5 rows of the dataset, last 5 rows of the dataset, number of rows and number of columns available in our dataset. As you can see over here, null values in the dataset. So let's check. As you can see over here, now it is showing heat map. By that we can see null values are present in age and cabin column. So this Titanic dataset having some missing values. What if some dataset doesn't have any missing values? For example, this dataset. Now it is not showing any message to the user. So for that, let's write else. If this test contains false, so let's show some message to the user. So st.success message. You can write any. So st.success. Congratulations, no missing values. So let's save our code and let's rerun our app. As you can see over here, there is no any missing values in this dataset. So it is showing this message. So now let's change dataset to Titanic. Now as you can see over here, it is showing null values in the dataset that you can see over here. Now it is showing heat map to the user because of there are some missing values in this dataset. If there is no missing values in the dataset, it will show this message to the user. So this way we can show null values to the user using Streamlit. So now next question. Handle duplicate values in the dataset. So here we want user can check for duplicate values in the dataset. So again, first we have to check whether dataset is uploaded or not using this statement. So again, let's create this test variable to check whether any duplicated values are present in the dataset. Yes or no, true or false. So If there is any duplicated values, test contains true, otherwise false. So now again, let's check if test equal to true means dataset is having some duplicated values. So let's generate warning message to the user. So this dataset contains some duplicate values. Let's save our code. So now let's create another variable. So user can remove duplicate values. So for that, dup is equal to st dot. Let's use select box. So let's write message for the user. Do you want to remove duplicate values? And in parentheses, we can provide some options to the user. So first select one, yes or no. So if this dup is equal to yes means user wants to delete duplicated values. So here we can write data dot drop underscore duplicates and let's assign path to modify our existing data frame, and let's show text message to the user. Duplicate values are removed. So now let's save our data set. So if dup is equal to no, so user not want to remove duplicate values. So here we can write some text message. Okay, no problem. So let's save our code and let's rerun our app. So now let's use another data set. As you can see over here, so this data set contains some duplicate values. Now it is showing this message. So here we can select yes. So duplicate values are removed. If no, okay, no problem. So this way we can write code so user can check for the duplicate values and also drop them. So now next question. So here we want user can get overall statistics about the dataset for categorical column as well as numerical columns. So again, we have to check whether dataset is uploaded or not. So let me copy this statement and paste it over. So now let's use checkbox. So let's write some message. Summary of the dataset. So if this checkbox is checked, so st.write data.describe method of pandas data frame with parameter include is equal to all. So let's save our code and let's rerun our app. As you can see over here, this checkbox is created because of this code. So if checkbox is checked, it will execute this statement. So user can get overall statistics for the dataset, numerical columns as well as categorical columns that you can see over here. So this way we can show overall statistics to the user. So now next section. So here about section, about our app, if st.button widget about app. So if button is pressed, let's show text message to the user. Built with Streamlit. Another message. Thanks to Streamlit. Let's save our code and let's rerun our app. As you can see over here, button is created. So let's click on the button. So as you can see over here, now it is showing these two messages. Now let's write code for by section. So this time let's use st.checkbox by. So if this checkbox is checked, let's show some colorful message to the user. So for that we have to write st.success message by Priyang Bhatt. So let's save this code and let's rerun our app. As you can see over here, let's click on this checkbox. As you can see over. So this way we can create very nice app using Streamlit. So in future we will create Streamlit app for machine learning projects. So please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, smash that like button. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.